Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I welcome you all to yet another live video session of O3 Accounting. I hope you're all having a great time back at your home and are definitely paying some good heed towards the video lessons that are being delivered on continual basis amid the coronavirus outbreak. Well, again, before starting up and coming towards the main course of the lecture, I would like to convey a small appetizer, and that is an urge, a request to all my dear students to please come up with your queries and ambiguities on daily basis. This is all being done for your betterment, for the betterment of your academic performance. So we'll be pleased to know whenever you'll be having some good interactive sessions with us, with all the teachers on daily basis after our lessons end. Well, my dear students, in the chat room, for all those students who are online, you will all be able to view a document that is named as Practice Questions O3 Accounting for 22nd July. That is the date today. Well, this is that particular practice question that we are going to solve today over here in this lesson. I request you all to please open up that document so that we may commence and proceed with our today's lesson. The topic is same, the concept is same, but due to its extreme imperativeness, we have to make sure, we have to ensure that we give maximum time to this topic. I'll be now reading out the question and we'll be solving that question right here on the board. Question number 1, Mary buys goods on credit from Kim. So before we move on towards anything else, we will identify Mary as a customer, obviously, because she's buying goods. And obviously, who's the seller? The supplier. Kim is the supplier. Mary buys goods from Kim. Mary receives 14% trade discounts. That means कि इनकी जितनी transactions आपस में हो रही हैं, उसमें 14% trade discount है. I hope you all remember trade discount क्या होता था. एक ऐसा discount which is not a part of your double entry system. वो हमारे accounting records में नहीं जाता. We'll have a look on it. ये क्या होता है? Mary receives 14% trade discount on all purchases and takes advantage of the 5% cash discount. इसका मतलब है कि यहाँ पर payments के ऊपर भी discount दिया जा रहा है. और वो कितना है? 5%. तो मतलब 5% cash discount का भी advantage लिया जा सकता है किस situation में? Offered for payment within 14 days. अब इसका क्या मतलब है? Statement का क्या मतलब है? Kim sell करता है goods Mary को. Simple as it could be. This means that whenever Mary would be able to clear her debts to Kim within 14 days, तो Kim would be allowing a 5% cash discount. मतलब जब भी Mary payment कर देगी within 14 days, तो Kim would be giving a 5% cash discount. बिल्कुल ठीक है. अब हमने 14 days को mind में रखना है. अब in order to keep this in mind, it is very, very pivotal for us to examine and to assess, to check with time that what dates, on which dates particular transactions are being occurred, right? वो मैं आपको within and during the lesson note करवाता रहूंगा. Okay, in 2013, the following transactions, there are about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 particular transactions that took place in the month of June on different dates, right? The requirement says, the A part says, name the document and the book of prime entry used by Kim on dates below. Kim कौन है? Kim एक supplier है, right? उन्होंने कहा है कि कुछ transactions हुई हैं. I'll write it down over here. उन्होंने आपको डेट्स बताए हैं साथ. उसके लिए वो कहते हैं कि आप बताएं कि उन डेट्स पे किम कौन सा डॉक्यूमेंट यूज करेगी और कौन सा बुक ऑफ प्राइम एंट्री में उसको रिकॉर्ड करेगी। तो ठीक है, विल डू इट। द फर्स्ट डेट इज 4th of June। हमने बताना है कि 4th of June को किम कौन है? किम इज बेसिकली द सप्लायर, द सेलर ऑफ द गुड्स। उसने 4th जून को कौन सा डॉक्यूमेंट यूज किया था? टेबल में देखते हैं व्हाट वाज द ट्रांजैक्शन दैट वाज अकर्ड ऑन 4th of June। किम सोल्ड गुड्स टू मैरी, लिस्ट प्राइस 800। किम ने गुड्स सेल किए हैं 4th of June को। अब जब हमने सेल किए हैं गुड्स, तो क्रेडिट सेल्स के लिए जो डॉक्यूमेंट यूज किया जाता है, एज वी ऑल नो, दैट इज सेल्स इनवॉइस। और ये कौन सी बुक ऑफ प्राइम एंट्री में रिकॉर्ड किया जाता है? इट इज रिकॉर्डेड पर्टिकुलरली in the sales journal या sales day book. It's one and the same thing. I hope it's clear to everyone. Moving on towards the second requirement. Another date, 8th of June is given, or 8th June ko they want to ask that which document and book of prime entry would be used for this transaction. 8th of June. 8th of June ko they say that Mary returned goods purchased on 4th June, list price $100 to Kim. Mary has returned goods to Kim. तो पहली बात ये है, for Kim it is return inwards. It is return inwards. And whenever there is a return inwards occurred for a particular business, the document that we produce is known as credit note. And the book of prime entry that would be specifically used for the purpose of recording such transactions from this document would be return inwards journal. So class, you see that it was quite a simple requirement, quite a simple question. All we had to do was to recognize the documents and the particular book of prime entry that would be used for these particular transactions. I hope this is clear to everyone. Well, this was the solution to the first part. We would now be moving towards our next part, B part. The B part says, state the name of the document Mary received on 30th of June. Mary ने 30th of June को कौन सा document receive किया था? Well, it's not a very difficult requirement. Let's have a look on the transaction on 30th June. Mary received details from Kim. Mary received details from Kim of her transactions during the month. Remember one thing, class. Whenever two parties are working with each other, what do they specifically do? They have specific statements prepared for every transaction that is being held. Mary is the customer. Mary is the concerned party over here. Why so? Because Mary is buying goods. And for those particular goods, Mary has to pay Kim. So whenever Mary has to make payments, she needs some evidence. Evidence from Kim's part, that what were the transactions or what were the goods or items that were exchanged with each other. So for the customer satisfaction, supplier sends them a statement, which is known as statement of account. This statement of account quotes each and every kind of detail related to the transactions that are held between the both parties. Okay, now why does Mary needs this? Mary needs this as a customer because she has to reconcile her record with Kim's record. For example, कि अगर Mary says the records of evidence of Mary's records, they say that she has bought 100 goods. So obviously, Kim's account must also quote the selling of 100 items. Records must be reconciled, they must be matched. And for this particular purpose, a statement of account is prepared and sent by the supplier to the customer. So the answer to the B part is statement of account. It is a document which is sent by the supplier to the customer, which contains the details of all the transactions or all the monetary value of the goods and services that had been exchanged between the two parties. I hope it's clear to everyone. Well, without wasting much of the time, swiftly, we'll be moving on towards our next part. The next part says, the C part, write up the ledger account of Mary in the books of Kim. पहले तो इसको identify कर लें कि what do we have to make over here? क्या हमें एक sales ledger बनाना है or we are out to prepare a purchase ledger? So let's have a look on the diagram again. I hope it's clear to everyone. I'll be erasing it right now as I need the space for the board. And we'll be having your questions relevant to this part in case anyone has ambiguities. Okay. This is how the scenario is. It says, write up the ledger account of Mary in the books of Kim. किसकी books की बात कर रहे हैं हम? Kim की. Books of Kim and account of Mary. Now, who is Kim? Kim is basically a supplier. Supplier as in the selling business. That means it requires a sales ledger from you. What are they requiring? They are requiring a sales ledger. Why so? Because we have to write up the ledger account of Mary in the books of Kim. I've told you numerous times that whenever we are out to prepare a ledger, we have to assess that whose books is the examiner talking about. We have to prepare the ledger as per the requirement of the books. जिसकी books की बात हो रही है, उसी की books के accordingly we will prepare the ledger. So this is the selling business, the supplier. So we'll be preparing a sales ledger. So sari entries that would be passed would be from the perspective of sales. अब वो entries देखते हैं. What were these? The requirement says balance the account and bring down the balance on 1st July 2013. So let's have a look on the transactions first. We'll pass out all the transactions and उसके बाद we'll be moving on towards the preparation of the ledger. पहले हम सारी entries pass कर लेते हैं as rough work. Okay. On June 1st, Mary owed Kim. Mary ने Kim के पैसे देने हैं. Mary owed Kim कितने? $680, which would be a brought down balance. वो हम ledger में इसको quote कर देंगे. This was what was as an evidence available for us on June 1st. As far as June 4th is concerned, it says Kim sold goods to Mary, list price 800. Kim ने goods sale किए 4th of June को, right? तो double entry जो हम pass करेंगे, Mary को goods sale किए Kim ने, तो Mary account debit to sales account credit. List price 800. Now let me recall this rule to everyone. List price is the price out of which the trade discount has not yet been deducted. वो उसमें से अभी माइनस करना होता है. तो मेरी को डिस्काउंट मिल रहा है कितना? 14%. 800 के गुड सेल किए थे, उसके अंदर से हम माइनस कर देंगे उसकी 14% फिगर. So the figure that would be left over after the discount would be 688. 14% discount निकाल के. तो Mary account debit with 688 to sales account credit with 688. I hope it's clear to everyone. The next transaction occurred on 5th of June. The transaction says Mary sent Kim a check for the balance owing on 1st June. The balance that was being owing on 1st June was $680. ठीक है. What did Mary do? Mary sent a check to Kim for this $680. अब ये जो $680 भेजा है, ठीक है, we have something to ponder about this point. और वो क्या है? हमारी एक पॉलिसी डिसाइड हुई थी कि 5% कैश डिस्काउंट मिलेगा if the customer pays us back within 14 days. If you could please see the table on 1st June, it says June 1st, Mary owed Kim $680 for goods purchased on 29th May. मतलब ये जो goods purchase हुए थे, they were purchased on 29th of May. Now, the payment for those goods is made on June 5th. I don't think so. The 14 days period has been passed. The payment has been made within 6 to 7 days. That means this 5% cash discount would be applied to this payment. The payment has been made within 7 days. Mary ने इसका फायदा उठाया. She took use of it. She got benefited and got a 5% cash discount from Kim. Because जो फर्स्ट को हमने पे करना था, we bought it on 29th and उसके लिए पेमेंट मैरी ने कर दी थी कब? 5th of June को. That means it's within the 14 days time span. तो इसका 5% हम देख लेते हैं क्या आएगा $680 का. The 5% of $680 is $34. So the entry that we will pass would be bank account debit, because we got payment through check with $646, and discount allowed along with it would be debited 34, because 34 is basically the 5% of $680, and Mary account credit with 680. I hope this transaction is clear to everyone. I told you at the start of the lesson that it is very, very crucial for us to notice the dates, the specific dates on which the transactions are being occurred. So this is what has happened over here. A transaction that took place on 29th. We pay our customer Mary, she paid for it. When did she pay? On 5th of June. That's within the 14 days times period. So that means she'll be given a discount of 5%, and that discount for Kim would be an expense in the name of discount allowed. I hope it's clear to everyone. Well, moving on. June 8th. What specifically happened on June 8th? Mary returned goods purchased on 4th June, list price $100 to Kim. Return inwards हुए. तो ठीक है, return inwards की entry pass कर देते हैं. Return inwards account debit to Mary account credit. तो return inwards हमारा कितने से credit debit हो रहा है? The list price is 100. इसके अंदर से we have to deduct the element of trade discount, because जब goods sale किए थे तब deduct किया था, goods वापस आ रहे हैं तो तब भी deduct करेंगे. अगर तो provided कि it is given the list price, so it is the list price that is quoted. और वो कितना बन जाएगा? That would be 86 if we deduct 14% out of $100. ये $100 था, उसमें से we deducted the 14% for the return. I hope it's clear to everyone. Well, I'll be using this side again. I'll have to erase it to complete the transactions. Well, another transaction on 28th of June. 28th of June को क्या transaction हुई? Kim sold further goods to Mary, list price 300. Again, the same entry, Mary account debit. अब वो कितने से debit होगा? 300 minus 14%. So the figure that would be debited would be 258. To sales account credit 258. This was a very simple transaction. 28th June के बाद we have June 29th, and on 29th of June the transaction that took place was Kim received a check from Mary for goods purchased on 4th June. 4th June को जो मेरी ने goods purchase किए थे, she is paying for those goods on 29th June. पहली बात ये, यहां पर cash discount नहीं मिलेगा because the 14 days span has been now passed. ठीक है, तो no discount would be made. और वो कितने के goods थे जो कि 4th June को उसने sale किए थे? Those goods were worth 688. Yes. So the transaction that would be passed would be bank account debit 688 to Mary's account credit with 688. And that's it. These are the total transactions for this particular question. अब इसके लिए what do we have to do? हमने simply Mary का account prepare करना है. You have the space in that worksheet as well. आप जब भी इसको solve करें अपने तौर पे for your homework or something आप उसको कर सकते हैं. I'll be drawing up a small ledger over here, or simply what will we do? We will post all the entries that are relevant to the Mary's ledger. This is Mary's account, Kim's books, and Mary's account. Okay. The brought forward balance on 1st June, it was 680, right? Starting with 4th June. Mary account debit 688 because of sales. Then on 5th June, I'll move this entry a bit over here. Mary account debit to sales 258, so that we have sufficient space over there in the ledger. Then on 5th of June, Mary account credit because of bank 646, and then because of discount allowed 34, right? Then Mary account credit because of return inwards on 8th of June. Return inwards, and the amount is 86. I'll be moving this transaction a bit lower so that we have sufficient space to write down. Okay. Then on 28th of June, we again sold some goods, and Mary's account was debited 258 because of sales. And finally, the payment that we made. Now, one thing is to be noticed over here. हमने goods sale किए थे 688 के, right? उसमें से 86 के goods वापस आ चुके हैं. That means the payment that was due to be received by Kim was 602. So the entry would be bank account debit 602 to Mary's account credit 602. ये कब की entry है? ये entry है आपकी 29th of June की, right? I hope it's clear to everyone. So Mary again on 29th credit 602 because of bank. जो कि एक लेजर में अप्लाई होता है, वही हम रूल दोबारा अप्लाई करेंगे. The higher side total, the total of the higher side is 1626, which would be quoted on both sides. And ये lower side को हम minus कर देंगे. Higher side में से तो we'll be getting the CD balance, and the CD balance is $258, which would be brought forward on 1st of July, 258. This is all about this question that is relevant to the marriage account in Kim's ledger. I hope it's clear to everyone. Well, without wasting much of the time, as we're left with very little time in our session, the final part says that indicate with a tick the ledger in which the following accounts would appear. The first item has been completed as an example. वो वैसे complete नहीं हुई भी, लेकिन मैं complete कर देता हूँ. I hope it's clear to everyone. I'll be taking questions relevant to this in a little while. Well, in the D part, all we have to do is to identify whether the specific ledgers which are mentioned are a sales ledger, a purchase ledger, or a general ledger. Sales ledger, purchase ledger, or a general ledger. ठीक है. Not a very difficult task. देख लेते हैं. The first account that is mentioned on your sheets is sales. अब बेटा आपको सबको मैंने एक definition बताया था. Sales and purchase ledger तो simply आपके customers and आपके suppliers के account होते हैं. उसके अलावा जितने accounts हैं वो सारे के सारे general ledgers होते हैं. So this is not a customers or a suppliers account. That is why this is a general ledger. Then second, drawings. Drawings भी किसी specific individual का account नहीं है, ना वो customer का है, ना वो supplier का है. So that means it is again a general ledger. Third, client. Who is client? It is written in the bracket. Client is basically a supplier. हमारे जितने suppliers के, हमारे payables के accounts होते हैं, they are all your purchase ledgers. So it is a purchase ledger. And finally, we have an account for Miller and Son. Now, who is Miller and Son? It is written in the bracket. Miller and Son is a customer. तो customer के जितने T accounts हैं, वो सारे के सारे हमारे sales ledger हैं. And then finally, one more account that is quoted, insurance. Insurance क्या होती है? Expense है. Again, insurance is neither a customer's account, neither a payable's account. It is an expense. So expenses or any other account is a general ledger. Well, class, this is the end to today's worksheet. I hope majority of the things are clear to everyone. Well, in next 5 minutes, I'll be taking your questions relevant to today's video lesson. Please go through and have an overview of the complete lesson. And I'll be waiting today for at least 10 to 15 minutes or even more for you all to take up your questions related to your queries and any of the ambiguities related to this today's session. I'll be seeing you in next 5 minutes. Thank you very much.